everybody. Welcome to Food Buddha. I'm Talia. Today I have a very, very important video for you, and this is the video that's going to change it all. So first thing, I need to ask you, do you feel like your situation with your health, your relationship with food and self-love, do you feel like it's changing? Do you feel like it's getting better? Do you feel like you're moving into your goals with ease? Do you feel like it's getting more clear? Or do you feel like you're stuck? If you feel like you're stuck, I have one harsh thing to say to you. It may never get any better if you don't change your mindset. Often what keeps us stuck is that round and round and round of using the same mind that got us into this struggle to try to get us out of this struggle. And without addressing the mindset, no matter what I tell you to eat or what you read on the internet or what diet worked for Kim Kardashian, it will never work for you if you're stuck in the same mindset. So today I'm here to talk about that. I am here so that you walk away with this video with something very powerful and something very real that you can take into your life. So the first thing that I want to say is I'm here to talk about intuitive eating. Intuitive eating is very scary to a lot of people, especially if you've had a disordered relationship with food, your own weight, your body, your self-love, anything like that. Intuitive eating is going to feel the least natural ever because most of us feel like without any rules, we are going to end up on the couch with a bag of chips, or we're just going to eat everything in sight with no control, and we're going to be worse off than we are right now. And I just want to tell you that that's actually your mind that got you into this struggle, rationalizing why you should not let go of the rules. But the most natural part of you operates the best when you let go of those rules and give credit to your natural guiding system, which is so exciting. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Talia, and I had an eating disorder for about 15 years. It started with being a child that I always thought I was a little bit bigger than the other kids. I always thought that I didn't quite fit in. Starting at about grade 5, I was bullied, and then again in grade 8. The grade 8 bullying was very, very big and very traumatic. We had the police involved. I left high school, moved away because it was so bad. And that really placed in my mind this feeling of not good enough. And through my whole life, I've just played that out. So I've never tried to go for what I really wanted. I never believed I could be in a good relationship, go after my dream career. I didn't believe that I could really ever have the life that I wanted. And it wasn't until I started searching that I realized I was still holding all of those not good enough feelings from back then. So starting back about grade 8, I started embarking on diets to lose weight because I thought that I was really fat and I needed to lose weight. And so I started with diets. I started with Slim Fast, 3 shakes a day, and actually lost a lot of weight right at first because I had been eating so many fried foods and candy and chocolate and all this. Drastically reducing my calories created immediate weight loss. And so from then the weight loss slowed and stopped, and I didn't know where else to go. So I started working out, and that was really good for a while until I kept having this sense of like, I need more, I need more, I need more. The results have to keep coming. And that's what started the eating disorder. It really just started from diets. It started from wanting to be healthy, lose the weight that I thought I needed to lose, and it got farther and farther down the rabbit hole until I no longer had control. And it consumed me for about 15 years in different shapes and forms. It went from heavily restricting to bulimia. I covered up my emotions, what I was feeling with alcohol and drugs and distraction. And eventually I got to a place where I don't share this with most people, but I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant, and I had an eating disorder, and it really smacked me in the face with what I wanted to be and what I was being. And all of a sudden the stakes were too high to continue being the way that I was, and I chose to get help. I chose to treat that like a rock bottom moment that would would change the course of everything. So in that moment, I decided that I could no longer keep living the life that I was. I was way far in over my head, and I had to change it now. So fast forward a whole bunch of years, I'm educated with nutrition. I now help other people get out of those really intense lows where you cannot see a way out. And today, what brings me to this is to talk about intuitive eating. That was the only thing that actually ended up saving what I would consider saving my life. It's been the most amazing journey, and I want to just show you that this is the way. This isn't just one way that works for some people. This is the way, because everybody has an intuition. So let's get right into it. How do you start intuitive eating? So how do you start when you've got all these rules and all this fear? You have goals you want to achieve, and you just want to start. What I'm going to recommend is start small, start daily, start with mindset shifts. So what that means is when you eat, start paying attention to the way that the food makes you feel. Whatever it is that you eat, whether it's a salad, fish, deep fried, whatever, just pay attention to it. Start paying attention to the feelings of full. So when you feel full, regardless of what it is, there's no judgment, just feel the full. Feel, okay, my stomach feels expanded, feels a little bit heavy. I feel like I'm lethargic, or even if that feels really good, whatever it is, start just feeling. The big base of this is feeling your feelings, feeling the sensations going on in your body. So start with feeling what full is. Start feeling what hungry is. Okay, when I'm hungry, I feel I'm starting to get a little bit shaky. Pay attention to when you're hungry, what it is that you want. If you want like a big sandwich, and that might mean you need carbs, you need calories. I'm craving pasta. That might mean that, again, you need carbs, you need calories. You might even need comfort. There might even be things going on in your life that are triggering you to feel comforted because you feel really uncomfortable. So start noticing that. I'm going to heavily encourage something that is going to feel counterintuitive. Don't change the way you eat right away. You cannot take it on all at once. That is a diet mentality. And you may be thinking right now, well, if I don't change the way I eat, how am I going to get results? How am I going to reach those goals? But I promise you, taking it all on at once is only like another diet. So start noticing the way you feel. Start noticing the way food makes you feel. Start noticing the way certain foods make you feel, and start there. Start noticing when you're hungry, why you're hungry, what you're craving. Really see why you're eating the things that you're eating. And you'll start to notice quite quickly that it's not always because you're hungry. It's because of comfort or fear or whatever. And I'm going to just encourage you to keep eating what you would normally eat at this point. Start noticing. I really want to make sure that you know this is more like a marathon than a race. If you're really in this for long-term health and long-term goals, you cannot take it all on at once, because that is another diet. When you take it all on at once, your body gets stressed, you get overwhelmed, something won't go as planned, and then you'll throw in the towel. That is like every other diet. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. So what you're going to start with is really just noticing why you're hungry and what you're craving, and then start asking why. Why do you think I'm craving this? Is it because I've deprived myself of it? Is it because I'm stressed? Is it because I'm just really hungry? I didn't eat breakfast and I'm starving. Is it because grandma made it and it reminds you of when you were young and she used to feed you this or that? Like, why? Why are you wanting the thing that you're wanting? That will be really powerful for you. The next part of this mindset shift is really knowing to change, you have to be more committed to health than you are to your story. And that is a big one. That could be a whole video on its own. You need to be more committed to your health than you are to your story of being unhealthy, the story that you can't do it, the story that you'll just stay this way forever, the story that skinny people must deprive themselves, the story of to lose weight means I won't be able to eat the foods that I want. It's just mindset. We can work with that. And that is why I do what I do. People come to me feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like they absolutely cannot see a way out of the diets, the depression, the struggle, the lack of self-love. And when I start showing them that a mindset is changeable, once you get inspired to look at life differently, it is amazing how fast you can change your mindset. If I went from consumed with an eating disorder, working out multiple times a day, crying, bulimic, restricting, eating so many kinds of foods that were harmful for my body, drinking alcohol, doing drugs, being so unhappy, crying every day on the floor, a mess. If I went from that to living the life of my dreams, health beyond what I imagined possible, energy, vigor for life, and a life filled with possibility, all that changed was my mindset. I didn't win the lottery. I didn't have anything handed to me. I didn't get a home gym for free. I didn't do anything different but change my mindset. And I promise you, no matter how deep you feel that you can't move past it, I promise you can. And that's why I do what I do, because I take women from seeing no possibility to seeing infinite possibility, possibilities they didn't even know exist. It's amazing. So the last part of this that I'm going to go over is what to eat. What to eat for intuitive eating. What I am going to recommend is to eat as many plants as possible. So this is moving towards a plant-based diet. Eating more, just start with fruits and veggies. So what I recommend is see in your meals, see where you can add something raw. So with dinner at my house, every person, adult or kid, has a little bowl on the side of their meals with some usually cut up, it's usually whatever we have, but it's raw carrots, bell peppers, apple, pear, something like that, one or two things on the side. In the summer, it's like always fruit. So we work that into our dinner. With lunch, I usually have a salad that has a lot of raw things in it, but if I did have cooked something left over from the day before, I would add an apple. Make it so simple. Make it a no-brainer. Just pack the apple, pack a couple carrots. What you love. Eat what you love and don't think about anything else. So pick fruits or vegetables that light you up. Do you love bananas? Do you love mangoes? Do you love avocados? Whatever it is, take that, eat it, and eat more of it. So that's all I'm going to say for now, is to just incorporate plant-based foods. And you can take that a step further by subbing out some of the things you already use if you're ready for that. If it feels good, if it doesn't feel like deprivation, you can substitute coconut oil for butter, or almond milk for dairy milk, or coconut milk for dairy milk. There's soy, rice, other milks as well. There's lots of things that you can use easy subbing. If you need help with that, write me, contact me, reach out, say, hey, what kind of flour should I use? Or what kind of yogurt should I use? Or, ask me, because this is really why I'm here. I never mind answering questions like that. So plant-based foods, eating more of it with no rules. If you eat 3 mangoes in a row, I will say, oh my God, that must have felt so good. How did it feel? And so just remember, it's not too much sugar. It's not too much carbs. Your body knows, your body will figure it out, and it will send you messages. I had a question recently from a client, actually just yesterday, about eating a whole avocado. Is it too much to eat a whole avocado? And my honest answer is no. However, I find when I have avocado toast, I use half an avocado on 1 piece of bread. There's times where I've been really, really hungry and I have 2 pieces of bread with a whole avocado, a half on each side. Every time I do that, I find my stomach hurts. I'm very in touch with my body, so my stomach feels heavy, and I almost feel nauseous, and I've come to learn that it's because of the fat. I also personally don't have a gallbladder, which helps you digest fats, helps to break down fat, so that's a big thing for me. So I've learned I can't do a whole avocado, or else I start to kind of feel ill. But if somebody else can, your body knows exactly what to do with that fat, that fiber, that potassium, that iron, that vitamin C, that vitamin E. It knows what to do with all of that. So trust in your body and listen to your body, and that will unlock everything. The very last thing that I want to say is, if this type of life sounds like something that you want, act on your moment of bravery. Let this moment of bravery be the thing that changes your life. So do something brave. Choose to trust yourself. Choose to go out on a limb to read about intuitive eating. Choose to get on a free call with me and ask all the questions you need to, see what working together would be like. Trust in something, take a leap, be brave. If you want to request a discovery call, I'll leave the link below this video, and that's just a free call where we chat, we see what you need, we will see if we're a good match together, and if not, no worries, I will still leave you inspired and you will have a great call. But even if you don't reach out to me, trust in something, act, act, act. If you don't change your reality's not going to change, and I know you can do it. I have been with clients who have just come out of eating disorder treatment, who feel like they are at rock bottom, feel like nobody understands them, nobody could ever get what they've been through, and through our work together have become beings of higher consciousness, because what freeing up your mind of all the thoughts around food and weight and your lack of self-love and your disappointment and your guilt and your shame, when you free your mind of all of that, what are you going to put in your mind? You have room for learning, for inspiration, and for new information, a new way of life. So reach out to me, reach out to friends, family, buy a book, enroll in a course, whatever. Act on it. Act on your bravery. Be inspired. You can choose a new life at any time. So I love you so much. Have a great day, and thank you for spending this time with me.